My alarm snaps me out of my slumber. With a groan, I reach outside my blanket in search of the coveted snooze button. 5:45 a.m. What possessed me to set my alarm at such an ungodly hour? Oh, right. Physical education class I have this morning. Any normal being would have picked a more reasonable time for this course, which explains why this time slot was the only one available. I climb out of bed and begin my morning routine. After getting ready, I head downstairs to an empty living room. Kaito and Nikki must still be asleep, like any normal person. I power feast through breakfast and head on my way. An uneventful drive later, I'm waiting outside the gymnasium. Some zombie-like students wait with me. The rest are passed out on the campus benches.
Broseph!
A cheerful voice, too cheery for the current time of day, breaks through my reverie, and I see two familiar faces approaching. Shou is beaming, but I can't say the same about Kaori. Her eyes are hardly open and she yawns, barely mustering a nod of acknowledgement. I'm with Kaori on this one, dude. I rub my eyes, barely able to stay conscious.
Aw, you're not a morning person either?
Before I get a chance to reply, crud. Okay, I clicked through that, I couldn't read it. I don't think there's a way to scroll back, is there? Okay. Before I get a chance to reply, Shou smacks my back hard and I stumble a few paces. Kaori staggers too. She whips around and stomps a foot towards Shou. Her drowsy expression is replaced with one of fire.
Ow! What was that for?
Just waking you both up for a wonderful day of gym class.
Kaori and I both shoot piercing glances towards Shou. He better hope it's not dodgeball day. I'm going to end him.
Not before I do.
Shou steps back, his hands going up defensively.
Whoa, guys, chillax. So scary.
What's up with you two picking this as your time slot for the course?
We could ask the same for you.
I transferred into the program late, so this was the only class available. Kaori crosses her arms.
I guess that makes sense.
And you guys?
We were originally in a later class, but decided to change out.
Any reason why? Shou looks at Kaori. She sighs before shrugging her shoulders.
Remember when we told you about us forming our own team because it didn't work out with the previous one?
Yeah.
Let's just say we all decided to pick the same gym class to train together, but as you know, it didn't work out.
Sounds more like a falling out. Shou rubs the back of his head.
Something like that. In any case, we figured it'd be easier to switch out than deal with that awkwardness every week.
I'm good for now. I guess that makes sense. We hear a click as the building door unlocks.
Sorry for the wait, everyone. We had a little issue with the gym schedule, but that's now been resolved. Please make your way to the locker rooms, then meet at Gymnasium 3.
Awesome! We'll see you there, Kaori. Come with me, Broseph.
Shou pushes me toward the men's locker room. We quickly change into our uniforms, then Shou and I head towards the gym. Even with all of the training equipment inside, the space still feels huge. Flags and banners from past victories hang on the walls and ceiling. Typical of Ace Academy, everything looks pristine.
Hello?
Shou's voice snaps me back to reality. Yeah, what's up?
Jeez! Zoning out like that when I'm asking you such an important question? It's almost like you don't care.
I don't care. Sorry, what'd you ask?
What's your favorite flavor of Dango?
I think he and I have different definitions of what is an important question. I suppose it's something in my peripheral vision distracts me from answering. Whoa! A group of girls entered the gym wearing nothing but their panties and a t-shirt. This can't be right. I've rubbed my eyes, but the magical sight remains in full focus. What's going on?
Huh?
The girls over there just walking around in their panties. Shou glances excitedly, but deflates a second later.
What are you talking about, Broseph?
How are you not seeing this?
See what? Girls wearing their gym uniforms?
It's incredibly revealing. Shou stares for a moment.
I still don't get it. That's what they've always worn, ever since elementary school. Actually, now that you mention it.
I watch as Shou's face reddens.
My God! What have you done? I won't be able to focus in this class anymore.
Come on, I couldn't have been the only one seeing this.
You were. I was desensitized to this from childhood because my memories never associated this attire with perversion, and thus there was nothing to be perverted about.
What the heck are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I'm too distracted to think clearly.
What are you two yelling about?
We both spin around and see Kaori. She's also wearing what no one in their right mind would dub a gym uniform. Her porcelain legs are completely free of blemish, and the way the material shows off her body makes it clear that she works hard to stay fit. This is so tempting. How can she wear something like this? I'd never expect you to wear something so revealing, Kaori. She quirks an eyebrow, her hand instinctively going to her hip.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Your pants. Or rather, the lack thereof. She looks down for a second before shooting me an unimpressed glare.
This gym uniform offers the most range of motion.
I suppose that makes sense. What do you think, Shou? Shou doesn't respond. I'm sure he's been zoned out for the last few minutes just staring at her. Kaori shifts uncomfortably, tucking one leg behind the other.
Shou!
Kaori stomps forward and slugs Shou on the arm.
Stop!
Hey, why are you only mad at me? He was doing it too.
He's just an idiot. You are doing it because you're a pervert!
Shou crosses his arms defiantly.
Just because I admire the female figure from a safe distance away without their knowledge does not make me a pervert.
You're not really helping your case. A few moments go by as we wait for class to start. By the way, have you guys thought about what we should do for sponsorship?
Not quite.
No.
Shou and I both glance at Kaori in surprise and she crosses her arms.
What?
You're usually on top of this stuff.
I've been busy. This team isn't the only thing I focus on.
Before Shou can say anything else, I intervene. That's okay, I might have a lead anyway.
Really?
She doesn't need to sound so surprised. Yeah, you know the SBA? They both nod. I know somebody who works for them. She's agreed to help find us a sponsor. Shou claps me on the back.
This is why I chose you to join our team. You make things happen.
Are you sure it's not because I was the only person available? Kaori snorts, but Shou is unfazed.
That too.
Shou is about to speak again when Kaori shushes him.
Be quiet. Class is about to start.
The professor waits for the room to quiet down before he begins the class. The professor dismisses the class and the three of us file out together. My muscles are already fatigued and my limbs tremble. I know I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Shou groans.
My legs feel like they're on fire.
I grunt in sympathy, too tired to respond. Kaori power walks ahead of us.
Class wasn't that hard.
Shou and I stare at each other. I whisper to him, "How is she doing that right now?"
She's a cyborg, a human mecha hybrid.
Makes sense to me. Once we're outside, Shou waves goodbye.
Well, that was fun. I got some stuff to take care of, though. I'll catch you on the flip side, Kaori, Mr. Broseph.
Same. I'll talk to you guys later.
We all say goodbye. She said she was busy. Do I bite the bullet? I should spend some time on my studies, but I want to be cooped up inside when it's such a nice day out. Taking a stroll through campus, I find an isolated bench near the campus cafe and pull out my tablet. Maybe I'll take a look at my first assignment for my Foreign Exchange International Bridging class. I log into my web link, but I can't find the tab for my class. Maybe the professor hasn't set it up yet? I wonder if anyone else is having trouble. Good thing that Valerie girl gave me her number in class. I find it in my phone and give her a call. She answered the phone almost immediately.
Oh my, someone's eager. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days before calling a girl?
Don't flatter yourself. I only reserve that for the pretty girls.
Am I not pretty?
Well, I called you, didn't I? The lion goes silent. Ladies can't resist bad boys and jerks. She must be swooning over my manly charm. Anyway, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Are you able to access the Foreign Exchange International Bridging Classes web link?
This is why you called me?
Why else would I call? She sighs.
Hold on. Let me log in.
I wait in silence while she types on the line.
Yeah, I can see it. Why?
What's the assignment?
The professor wants us to go off campus and explore the city of Isokaze.
She pauses, then her voice turns into silk.
Oh, now I understand why you called. Yes, I would love to.
She'd love to copy and paste that over to me? What? Love to what?
Be your partner.
Partner? Like for life? She laughs.
Slow your roll, mister. We haven't even gone on a date yet.
So, partner for...
Partner for the project, silly. We can work in pairs.
Oh. Exploring the city with another person would make it more fun than going alone. Sure, yeah. Let's do that.
Great. When do you want to get together?
How about this weekend?
It's a date.
No it isn't.
We'll meet at the park. See you then.
It's not a date. She hangs up before I can finish. I really hope she was just joking about that. I'm basically done for the day, but I don't feel like going home just yet. I wander the campus aimlessly as I decide what I want to do. Well, let's hit the quad. See if people are playing frisbee. This is supposed to be a college after all. It's a gorgeous day and I don't want to be cooped up inside. I'll go to the quad and see what's happening there. I remember briefly passing through the quad last week, so I have a vague idea of how to get there. Mostly I just follow the greenery. After a few minutes, I spot the open lawn of green grass. A couple of guys are running around the yard playing some sort of game. At the same time, a bunch of students are having a picnic in the shade of a giant oak, and a few others are reading on the benches lying in the yard. Something flies toward my head, coming dangerously close to my eyes. Catch. My body reacts even before I can fully process what's going on. I reach out and grab the object. It's a frisbee. One of the guys races towards me.
Nice catch, man.
Thanks.
Over here.
The other guy waves at me and gestures for me to throw it back. I do, and he leaps into the air, catching it easily.
Nice throw. Sorry about that. Butterfingers here can't aim to save his life.
That's not true. It just slipped a little.
It's okay. The first guy squints at me, then his face lights up in recognition.
Wait a minute. I know you. You're the chick magnet.
What?
Oh, yeah. From the foreign exchange class.
Remember us?
Yeah.
It's awesome that you're here.
An idea dawns on him.
Hey, you want to play with us?
Yeah, you should join us.
Why not? I shrug. These guys are a bit excitable, but otherwise don't seem so bad. Okay, I'll play.
Awesome.
Let's move away from other people so there's no chance we'll accidentally hit anyone. Again.
Good idea. Those guys aren't too bad. I learned that they're from Korea and have been inseparable since childhood. My phone rings and Yuna's name flashes on the screen. Sorry guys, I've gotta take this. It's been fun. The guys nod and wave at me. I answer the phone as I search for a secluded spot to talk. Hi Yuna, how goes the search?
Actually, that's why I called you. I have some good news.
What is it?
I got you an interview.
Already? It's only been a day. How'd you do it?
Lots of phone calls.
I laugh. Thanks Yuna, this is great.
I know. It's with Warp Tech Corporation.
I nearly dropped the phone. How did you get a major player like Warp Tech interested in us?
I told them the truth. You guys are a strong, up-and-coming team. And with the right sponsor there to support you, you'll be unstoppable.
Thanks. We'd definitely have an advantage if we had access to Warp Tech's weaponry. When is the interview?
Yeah, about that.
Her hesitation is ominous.
Your interview is tomorrow.
Okay. I'll be there. There's a pause before Yuna speaks.
Oh, good.
Is something wrong?
No, I was just expecting you to protest a little more.
Why?
Well, it's pretty short notice.
Okay.
Never mind.
I need to call my team. I don't know if they'll be able to make it.
They don't all need to be there. As long as one member of the team is there, the interview can happen. Can you make it?
I need time to prepare, especially if I'm going alone.
No, I'll be there. And as a member of the SBA, I'll be taking the lead in presenting your credentials. I've got everything under control.
Alright, I'll make my own preparations tonight and meet you tomorrow.
Great! I'll meet you in front of the library after class.
Thanks again, Yuna. I owe you one.
It was my pleasure.
We both hang up. The first thing I do is send a group text to my team. Got an interview with Warp Tech Corp tomorrow afternoon. Can any of you join? Okay, if can't, I have it under control. A minute after I sent the text, I receive a reply. It's from Shou, which is no surprise. He's always freakishly quick to respond. Rosef, I'll be hanging Fritz on the dock plan. I literally have no idea what that means. I text him back. So you mean yes? You're funny. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. At least I got my answer. One down, 2 more to go. I still got some time before I need to go home. Oh, I guess you just have to spend time with him or something. Let's see if Shou wants to hang out at the arcade or something. I call and he picks up after a few rings.
What's up?
Let us partake in the merriment of cyber skirmishing. The merriment of cyber skirmishing. It's time
Time?
to go to war. I cannot do it alone. Will you follow me into the gates of purgatory?
That's a hefty request, my good sir.
It involves free snacks at the arcade.
That's simply an offer I can't refuse.
I figured as much.
I'll meet you there.
After hanging up, I head out to the arcade. As I enter the building, I spot Shou waving at me. As soon as I join him, he leads me deeper into the arcade. Where are we going?
To a game which will showcase our skills.
But the gear simulators are the other way.
Not those skills.
Shou stops in front of a shooting game and pulls a gun out of the holster.
Shall we see who the better marksman is?
The game has inbuilt sensors, so we can duck to the side to take cover or peek out and the game will read that movement. It's a team-based game, but it sounds like Shou wants to turn it into a competition. You're on. How about we raise the stakes?
I like the sound of that. What were you thinking?
Loser buys the winner lunch for a whole week.
I never took you for a gambling man.
I'm feeling lucky. I know Lady Luck is on my side.
Well, you're going to be disappointed because she's got my back tonight.
We throw a couple of tokens into the machine. Once the game loads, we jump straight into the action. Shou takes the lead and leads us straight into an enemy encampment.
You're falling behind, brosip. Ah!
A large wave of enemies spawn on Shou's side.
Ah, crap, I'm pinned. Give me some cover.
Nope. My character dies for cover. Every man for himself.
You can't abandon another brosip.
There's a week of free lunch writing on this.
No!
Shou's screen flashes game over.
Head to rote.
I merely smirk. Once it seems the coast is clear, I peek out from my hiding spot and get wrecked by an enemy sniper. Game over.
Karma!
I shrug. At least I still get free food.
No, sir. Don't you see game over across your screen?
Welching on our bet?
Nope. The deal was the loser pays for the winner. We're both losers.
I guess technically speaking that's true. After our shooting match, we head for the gear simulators.
Aw, no way!
There's a long line which snakes around some of the other gaming stations.
Well, I guess I should have expected this.
Why are there so many people?
It's because of the new update to the simulators.
Update?
The arcade has new prototype weapons by Eludian Enterprises installed into the sim.
I wonder what kind of weapons.
Not sure, but I can't wait to find out.
You're pretty excited about this. He scratches his head and wears a sheepish grin.
Yeah, it's because I really do like gears.
What got you into them in the first place?
Oh,
Shou looks like he's struggling to find the words.
nah, it's stupid.
I'm sure it's not, you can tell me. It's strange to see him look so serious. After a few more seconds of hesitation, Shou finally speaks.
I got beat up a lot as a kid.
Now I feel like a jerk. I didn't know. He takes a deep breath.
I was always the one being picked on in class or after school. That's why I hung out alone a lot. Then one year, my mom bought me this sweet gear action figure for my birthday. Man, I loved that thing. It was so awesome. But the kids from my class, they pulled it from my hands and laughed as the leader smashed it against the concrete.
Oh man.
I sat there, my eyes red from crying, and I thought, if only I had a real gear.
Shou, I'm sorry. He doesn't faze me. If I had known this was such a sensitive topic, I wouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's good to finally talk about it, you know?
Suddenly, his body starts shaking. Are you alright? Look, I didn't mean to bring up... Wait, don't tell me.
I can't believe you actually fell for it!
I'm going to get you back one day. This means war.
It was just a joke, come on!
No, you started it, and I'm going to end it.
Ha! You can try, but everyone knows the Showster can outbreak anyone.
So what's the real story? Shou shrugs.
There isn't one. There's just a feeling, you know? Being inside the cockpit, your hands on the control panels, and the only thing you see out of your visuals is down the barrel of your opponent's rifle.
You mean you like the thrill? Didn't take you for an adrenaline junkie.
That's not exactly it. In a match, everyone is an equal. You could be the son of the president or missing a leg or whatever, and none of that matters. All that matters is if you have what it takes to win.
Well, matches aren't really equal. If you're the son of the president, you could have the best equipped gear in the nation, which will obviously give you the advantage over the gear with the average equipment.
True, which is why matches held between standard gears are my favorite. Then it really is based on skill alone.
Shou's unusually serious and speaks in earnest. Although he's still smiling, it's not his usual goofy grin. He might come off as someone who doesn't take anything seriously, but after what he just shared, I get the feeling this facade hides a mind that is observant and alert. Interesting.
I don't share that with a lot of people. I don't think they'd understand.
I don't really know what to say. Luckily, Shou's signature grin returns.
Anyway, good talk.
See you next session. There'll be 500 credits for this session.
What?
Your next therapy session is scheduled 2 weeks from now.
That's pretty pricey. How come I don't get the friends and family discount?
I just look at Shou, who stares blankly at me. Suddenly his eyes grow wide in understanding.
You mean we aren't friends?
The line dwindles as we've been talking, and before we know it, it's our turn.
Looks like we're next.
Shou and I take our places inside the simulation pods, and we continue to battle each other until Shou has to leave. As soon as I get home, Nikki jumps off the couch and greets me.
There you are. What took you so long?
What? She has her hands on her hips and taps her foot impatiently. Did I forget we had plans tonight? We'll turn it around on her. I cross my arms and mimic her impatience. The better question is, what took you so long?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I've been waiting forever for you to come home.
Home? Oh, I guess we didn't have plans. Why?
Well, I have some exciting news.
Nikki sits down on the couch and I follow her. What is it?
Remember when you suggested I start a cooking club at school?
Yeah?
I took your advice and spoke with the school administration, and they loved the idea. I already have a teacher who's agreed to sponsor the club, and a few of my classmates have approached me asking if they could join.
That's awesome, Nikki.
I know. I was thinking of structuring it so that we can learn a new dish each week, and anyone can share a dish, so it's not just me leading everything. Our first meeting is next week, and I thought I could start us off by teaching something simple and non-Japanese.
A sandwich, maybe? She pauses and looks thoughtfully at me.
What do you think I should make?
That's an option. We're doing it. Make sandwiches. Everyone loves sandwiches.
Yeah. Because everyone already knows how to make them.
Maybe they know how to make normal sandwiches, but not necessarily the fancy tiny ones that are gone in one bite.
You mean finger sandwiches?
Jeez, Nikki, that's morbid.
Let me guess. Those are the only foods you can make.
Of course not. I know how to make mac and cheese.
Eating stuff from a box? That's not cooking.
I can make spaghetti.
Uh-huh. Maybe you should join our club.
And that is my cue to leave.
No, don't go. I was just kidding.
I laugh. I know, but I've got some studying I need to do anyway.
Okay.
Congratulations on getting your club started. I bet it'll end up being the most popular club in your school.
Thanks. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I like having a smallish size group so we can all interact easily. But having a larger group means more exposure to new foods. Anyway, that's getting way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, you still need to decide what you're going to do for your first meeting.
Some help you've been.
I laugh and begin to head upstairs. You know you still love me.
That's what you think.
She waves goodbye anyway. Once in my room, I settle down at my desk and begin collecting research and statistics I can present at the interview. I want to be well informed, especially if I'm going to be representing my team. Wait, did Kaori or Mayu ever respond to my text? A quick check in my phone shows me they did. I open Mayu's text first. I hope it doesn't cause you much trouble if I don't go, but I have a previous engagement and can't make it. Best of luck. I shrug, at least she was nice about it. Next, I open Kaori's text. Why did you schedule the interview so soon? Of course I can't make it. Don't mess this up. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Kaori. At least Yuna will be there to back me up. I read over my notes a few more times until I'm confident about what I'll say. Then I head to bed early so I can be well rested tomorrow.